That'll come in handy when we start our bar.
Well, we've got the inn already.
Dungeons and bar ownership.
Well, anybody
level 3 accountant.
Anybody come up with any bright ideas on how to explore our top level up there?
I think the top level is excessively dangerous and unnecessary to explore.
There's clearly no one up there who wants to attack us.
We could burn down the building.
This is our house.
Strict 9
This is where we're staying. All right, burn it down.
No, I like the burning thing.
We found a stack of gold and gems in the basement. There might be something up there too.
Well, if you want to go check it out, by all means, go try.
Too short. Let's go check out that other abandoned building across the road. Smaller.
Is that the plan?
Which one are we in? 16?
16.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let Dagner walk.
What was the other empty one? 17?
Yes. It's a decrepit farmhouse and collapsed barn.
Let's check it out.
Let's go check it out.
Doors and shutters swing freely here. The whole appearance is of one of abandoned desolation. Weeds choke the yard before the house.
I'm gonna step in the door and look around.
Okay. Inside the house, you look around a little bit. You find some articles of clothing, like your basic cooking utensils, and in kind of the kitchen area, just old moldy scraps of food. It seems like whoever was here left really quickly. It's a 2-bedroom house. One has a double bed in it. The other is 2 small beds. Looks like a family of like 3 or 4 lived here.
No basement.
There is no basement, no.
Hey Taka, you want a spatula since you don't have any weapons?
Do what now?
You want a spatula or a wooden spoon since you don't have any other weapons?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Thanks for the offer. Oh, is there a mug or anything in here?
Yes, you find a mug.
I grab a mug. Wipe it out with my shirt.
Alright, let's go check out the barn. Is
The
it
mug
completely
on my-
collapsed or partially collapsed?
Oh no, it's collapsed. There's no.
Okay.
It is a collapsed pile of barn. Perfectly normal.
It's an X barn.
Perfectly normal collapsed barn.
It has ceased to be.
Did you ever see that South Park redid that skit?
Mm-hmm.
No. I only saw the first 5 seasons of South Park.
Well, it wasn't even in a season. They just did it as a side thing.
I saw it today.
Well, yeah, I posted it somewhere, didn't I?
I know. That's why I saw it.
No.
You guys ever see there was a guy that died and he had written his own obituary, and it starts out with his name is an ex-human, he's ceased to be,
Yeah.
he's knocked off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more.
Alright, so
Isn't the internet amazing? Anyway,
nothing else over here looks abandoned?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Nope. 14 has people in it, so does 15.
Alright, well I say we head west across the bridge and check out the rest of the village and see if anything else looks abandoned.
Okay.
And we did shut the inn behind us, the one we're using as a base.
Well, yeah, it was a secret door like that we came in, so we closed it behind us.
Okay.
Let's see what these are. To the east of us is a there's this building that seems occupied with a picture of a needle piercing the seat of a pair of pants, so probably a tailor.
Ouch.
It does seem a little ramshackle, like the building's pretty beat up. To our south, there is a house in pretty desperate need of repair. The front door, the porch steps, and the visible roof supports are all missing. The barn's in even worse condition, but many chickens in the yard suggest that this actually has people living in it.
Basically, everything around here is like really run down and not taken care of except for building 20. That we've encountered so far.
You guys want to stop either of these places, or you heading on up the
I'm
road?
Building 20.
I'm gonna go up to the one with the missing door
Mhm.
and kind of slowly walk up and listen if I hear any sounds from inside.
Um,
And if not, I'm gonna just kind of cautiously poke my head in and glance around.
you hear people moving around inside the house.
Okay, then I won't poke my head in. I'm gonna softly say to the others, "Well, there's somebody in that one."
Okay.
And I guess keep moving.
Is there anyone in this town you guys trust?
No.
Okay. If there was, I suggest we tell them we found troglodytes in the town.
Did the secret door on that inn look used? Like maybe the troglodytes went in and out there, or did they just kind of?
It's hard to tell, really. I mean, they had to go in and out somewhere.
If they like had a hidden tunnel.
The building to our west is looks fairly well kept. You see on a wide porch that there's an assortment of farm implements and cooking utensils. The door is open, and there's a well-painted sign depicting a pot, a plow, a sack, and a lantern. The little building to the northeast is a small cottage. The building's been freshly whitewashed, and heavy curtains hang over the windows. The door is shut.
What's the scale of the squares right now?
Huh?
The scale for the map?
I believe these are 20
20
feet.
feet.
20?
20 feet per square.
Oh, okay. Ah, thank you.
I'm gonna follow that little path up and check out 10, for lack of a better designation.
This house is set well back from the road. It's partially screened by a pair of medium-sized elves. This is by far the most imposing house you've seen in the village. The walls have been regularly whitewashed, the roof gleams with new wooden shingles. A wide porch crosses the entire front of the house, and columns of wood support the overhanging roof. The columns have been carved into leafy patterns by a skilled craftsman.
And then back over here.
Found another well-kept house.
Guess we'll just keep moving. Number 6 is the other inn, right?
Inn of Death, yes.
Yeah.
Golden Grain. Alright, so what's this to the west of me?
That's a livery stable. It's a rundown structure of wood. You can definitely see some faint old paint on it, but in some places the bare woods that's there now is starting to rot. There's a fenced walkway that leads to the road to the back of the house, and there's horse manure pretty much everywhere. A little boy whose face is covered in dirt is playing on the front porch. As you approach Chris, he kind of toddles out to you, smiles, says, "Hey!
Hello there.
How you doing?"
Can't complain. What's your name?
I don't know.
You forgot. Your name is Sir
That is an interesting name.
Anybody else seen A Knight's Tale recently?
my name's Billy.
Nice to meet you, Billy. Your
Billy
family?
the Kid.
A young woman rushes out of the house. Billy, what are you doing? I'm so sorry. And she kind of looks at you with fearful eyes as she grabs him and snatches him up.
Does she just stand there, or
No, she starts heading back toward the house.
have a nice day?
Thank you? And then she mutters something about mealtime and then dashes into the house with the child.
Clearly, she's a monster about to eat him. Let's go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just shrug it off and wait for the others to.
Well, most of the villagers just seem to be afraid of us for some reason. And the other
Well, you
ones
are
that
all
are friendly
giants.
aren't talking.
I have a -2 reaction with my kit anyway, so it's like I'm used to it anywhere outside my woods.
Are you guys still all hanging out back there, or are you up by the...
No, I'd be following them around.
Yeah.
So many little things to move. Muriel, as you hit about that point, another man walks out of the house and says, hold on there.
At a number 8.
Yeah, I'm number 8.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm killing. I apologize about my wife. These are strange times, you understand.
I took no offense. Your son, I presume, came running out, so I was just saying hi. We're exploring the village, just trying to get the lay of the area. If there's anything you could share with us about the village, we'd be grateful.
Well, there's definitely weird things going on in the village. The mayor can't seem to explain them, that's for sure.
What kind of strange things? Anything specific?
Just the families that they leave. We don't really know why. They're here one day, they're gone the next. Half their stuff missing.
Is there any common? Is there anything the families that leave have in common? Like, are they from different parts of the village, or?
No, it seems pretty well spread. I'll tell you one thing. Didn't start till those two moved in. And he points back at the house number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Which two are those two?
They're strangers. They moved in to that cottage several weeks ago. And they don't seem to want to talk to no one.
That's interesting.
And you know, a word of advice to you strangers. Don't trust the Golden Grain Inn. The Slumbering Serpent, they're good people. They have better wine, friendly atmosphere, but I don't trust Bertram. He seems suspicious.
We kind of gathered that too, but thank you.
Thank you for your advisement.
One other question. Do you know anything about the large abandoned building across the bridge there? It looks like an old inn.
Oh, it is an old inn.
How long ago was that abandoned?
Let's see. Oh, that inn. That's been abandoned for well nigh a year.
What happened to the proprietor?
Nobody knows. It was open one day. The next morning, looked like a tornado hit the place. And they're gone. No one's used the inn since.
So there's been no activity in that inn at all?
Mm-mm.
Well, thank you very much for your help. You've been most accommodating, certainly more than some of the other villagers.
Well, these strange times.
I understand.
People keeping to themselves.
Well, good day to you, sir.
Could you let us know which house was most recently vacated?
Oh, jeez, Devin, you're killing me.
That's a good thing.
Uh, well, I gotta now look at every single one of these and figure out which one it is.
If it doesn't matter, then. Well, I was just thinking we could take a look at the one that was most recently abandoned and see if we could find anything. Because the ones that we've looked at so far have been abandoned for a while now.
It doesn't seem like anything's been super recently advanced. I guess 24. He's gonna tell you that there's a well-built house over in the direction of Building 24, and that was abandoned. But then the widow, who now lives in another house, which we will subtly call number 20, used to live in the abandoned farm.
Okay, so 20 was the well-kept one surrounded by the trees.
Yeah.
One across from
Okay.
10.
So, sorry, could you say the last part again?
Which part?
About the widow.
The widow used to live in 24, and
Which was...
she it looks like. Hold on, let me read about her. She moved out of that place, and then the family that moved in vanished. He'll explain that to you.
So
They didn't leave, they just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, no one saw him leave. They were just gone one morning.
So the widow lived in 24, and then she moved into 20. Somebody else moved into 24 and vanished.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to thank him again for the information.
Yes, thank you very much.
Not a problem.
Just a parting thought, sir, and if you don't mind my asking, many of the people around here don't take too kindly to us and seem to be afraid of us. What do you know? Is that common around here, or what? What's
With all these mysterious disappearances, most people don't trust anyone anymore.
Okay, I can understand that. Again, thanks for your help.
Oh,
Thank
no
you
problem.
very much for your kindness.
Stop on by if you're in the neighborhood.
Thank you. We will. All right. Well, I'm gonna follow the road, head in the general direction of 24 that he indicated, looking for any other abandoned buildings in the way, or abandoned-ish looking buildings in the way.
I think we've hit most of them.
I think we should discuss all this new information we got, such as the important part. Apparently the sleeping dragon has better wine.
Oh yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, we've been there. The wine
It's
is quite
delicious.
spectacular.
I couldn't tell you, I was too hungover to try the wine, but the peas porridge wasn't bad for peas porridge.
It was in the pot, 5 days old.
Was it hot or cold, though?
Yeah, okay, so we have Widow Woman in 24 and then 2 antisocial people in 9 that recently got it.
That's not what I meant to do.
Whoa.
There shouldn't be anybody in 24 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna.
To 24.
Yeah. Head on up to 24. Check it out.
You're gonna notice also as we walked by the constable's office, Thadrin, you're gonna notice that someone's peering at us through the window, but then the curtain's shut right as you look over and notice.
Hey guys,
Very unsuspicious.
pretty sure we're being watched pretty closely by the folks in the constable's office.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not surprising.
Mm-mm. This is
Well,
a tiny
But
village.
they said they have everything under control. I'm not worried about it.
to be honest, I wouldn't mind if they turned out to be bad guys. I was kind of eyeing that set of banded mail he was wearing.
Yeah, because a human set of banded mail definitely gonna fit a 4'1" elf.
4'3", but there's a chance. There's a percentage roll, right? Based on different races.
Yeah.
Maybe it's magical and it is one size fits all.
This farm seems abandoned a little bit differently. It's a fairly well-built house that has had all of its windows and doors boarded over securely. The barn door swings freely in any passing breeze.
Is the barn the other building there?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna check out the barn first.
Okay.
Poke my head in.
Nothing really left in there. It's complete. It's like it was cleaned out, completely empty.
Okay. I'm gonna walk all the way around the farmhouse and see if there's any obvious, easy entry.
Yeah, you can just head in I mean, you'd have to pull a board back, but you could get in through the door.
Okay. I'll go ahead and pull the boards off the door and open it. You're in.
This residence definitely seems like there was someone living in it more recently than some of the other places. What's that snapping noise? Oh well. It seems like that when these people left, they took all their possessions with them. There's nothing left in the house. In one of the bedrooms, the corner of the floorboards are torn up, showing the empty space underneath, and even there's no furniture, no nothing.
And nothing in the empty space.
No.
Alright. Well, that's interesting. Anyone else have any ideas of what we want to check out? Take that as a no.
Maybe we should go talk to that widow, see if she is willing to talk about anything.
I feel like there's got to be something here.
Well, either.
I mean, there's been 2 vanishings from this house.
Well, the widow's still in town.
Well,
she didn't vanish.
Yeah, she didn't.
She moved out, right?
She just moved out. Yeah.
I mean, typically, a widow can't run a whole farm.
Well, we could talk to her. Might be a little bit intimidated by this entire group.
Yeah. There's
Or-
also whoever those weird strangers he was talking about. And
Yes,
apparently
yeah.
there's a mayor who we haven't encountered yet.
What's 23 look like?
Oh yeah, you weren't here when we went through that one. This is a kind of a prosperous looking farmhouse. There's 2 small children playing in the yard who kind of head back in the house whenever we walk by. Building seems real solidly constructed and it's been recently whitewashed. Barn's also a clean looking structure, though it's not painted. And there's goats wandering in a small corral. And there's the biggest pig you've ever seen south of the barn.
Maybe they saw something.
If you want to go ask them.
I'm probably not the best person to be asking. The tiny little gray man.
I'm definitely not the best person to be asking.
I've got a dire wolf tagging along with me, so
Well, I've got Aaron in 5 minutes, so we got to wrap it up.
okay.